Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Andrea and I'm all about fitness. So this is my first video and let's get started. It took me some years to figure out that I couldn't lose weight on my arms or thighs, as well as I couldn't actually gain fat on my chest or my bums, and that's a real bummer. In our modern culture, there is this myth that you can lose weight on a specific body area. And actually it's pretty rare to hear about a myth concerning gaining weight on a specific body area. And so if you're like me, perhaps you tried so much for months or for years to lose that stubborn fat that annoys you while looking in the mirror. So in my case, I tried for so long to do specific exercises, thinking that I would slim down my thighs. So the same goes for the arms. A lot of people that I know think that if they do specific arms exercises, they will get thinner or more toned arms. Except it's not the case at all. You don't get six-pack by doing abs, and you don't get lean arms by doing biceps curls. This is a fitness myth that has been going on like forever, and it's called spot or targeted fat reduction. Whereas in the real world, fat reduction or accumulation is dictated genetically. People have certain predispositions to fat gain, and some of us will naturally have more fat on specific areas than others. The fat reserve is what helped us to survive during ages, and this is the reason why women, for example, will always have more fat on their thighs than men. They needed to care for their children while men were going out hunting, and so they sometimes had to last for at least a couple of days without food. Yes, ladies, this is the hard truth that we all need to deal with. So the fat on the thighs will never go away unless you're like 8% body fat, which is so unhealthy, and you should never do that. Ever. But I digress. Let's just go back to the targeted fat loss. If you want to lose fat on your arms or thighs, you really need to reduce the overall amount of fat on your body. Depending on your body predisposition, the fat on the arms, for example, may go away at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of this journey. For me, for example, the first place where I lose fat is on my chest, then on my arms and shoulders, on my abs, and by the end of this process, on my thighs. But for you, things might be in a different order, and that's okay, we're not all built the same. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do these exercises at all. I'm just saying that they are of a little help when talking about targeted fat reduction. So, what we learned until now is that we cannot spot reduce fat. And that if we want leaner arms, for example, we need to reduce the overall amount of fat on the body. Now, the only way to do that is to be in a calorie deficit. I will not go into a lot of details right now, but if you are interested in finding out more about this subject, please check the video above. To keep it short, you need to eat less calories than you burn to lose weight. That's the way the human body works. Actually, that's the way it works for all the animals. This doesn't mean to eat less. It means to prioritize foods that are higher in protein and fiber content in order to stay full throughout the day. Don't think of it as a diet. Think of it as a lifestyle where you prioritize good food choices and healthy habits. So another way to be in a calorie deficit is having more muscles, as it raises your resting metabolic rate, meaning that it raises the number of calories that are burned by your body while your body is at rest. Would you like me to do a video on how to gain muscles while losing fat? Tell me in the comments below. Now, going back on the calorie deficit part, cardio is also very helpful, but I would put it on the third place in terms of priorities if your goal is to be leaner. 1 hour of cardio for me burns around 400 calories, give or take. And so as an estimation for you, this is how much you should run or some more to get rid of that large coffee with caramel and cream that you drank the other day. With HIIT training is the same. It's almost impossible to burn that 500 calorie mark. Cardio is good for your heart and overall health, but it's not the most efficient way to lose weight. It should be seen as a tool along with being in a calorie deficit and building muscle. To summarize, you cannot spot reduce fat on the arms or on any other body part. You have to lose overall body fat to get leaner body parts. It may not be completely intuitive, for me at least at the beginning of my journey, I know for sure it wasn't, but this is the way it works. Watch what you eat, work out, do your cardio, and the results will definitely come. And keep in mind, your body is your temple, and take care of it.